was 17 and quiet. She didn't like loud parties or crowded places. She liked books, soft music, and sitting by herself under the big tree near school. Most of her classmates thought she was strange, but not Marcus. Marcus was 19. He worked part-time at a repair shop and was studying to become an engineer. He didn't have fancy clothes or a cool car, but he had a kind smile and gentle eyes. He listened when people talked, and he listened carefully when Lena spoke. One afternoon, as they sat under the big tree, Marcus looked at her and said, "You have the most thoughtful eyes I've ever seen." Lena smiled, blushing a little. "You always say kind things." "That's because you deserve to hear kind things," he said softly. That day, Lena made a decision. "I want you to meet my family," she said. Marcus raised his eyebrows. "Are you sure?" "Yes," she nodded. "I think it's time." The next Sunday, Lena brought Marcus home. Her father was there, along with her 2 older brothers and 3 uncles. The house smelled like stew and fresh bread, but the moment she walked in with Marcus, the air turned cold. "Everyone," she said, holding Marcus's hand tightly. "This is Marcus. He's special to me." No one smiled. No one said hello. Her father stood up and looked Marcus up and down. "What do you want from my daughter?" he asked, without even shaking Marcus's hand. Marcus stood straight. "Nothing, sir. I like her. I respect her." One uncle muttered under his breath, "He looks too soft, not a real man." Another said, "Probably just acting sweet to get something." Lena's hand tightened around Marcus's. He gave her a small, comforting smile, but she could feel him shrinking inside. Later that night, her brother Malik called her into the kitchen. "You need to stop seeing that boy," he said. "Why?" Lena asked. "He's weak," Malik said. "Guys like that are dangerous." "That doesn't even make sense." Malik leaned in closer. "He's too quiet. You never know what's going on in his head. He acts all gentle, but those are the ones you gotta watch out for." "He's nothing like that. He treats me with respect." Malik pointed a finger at her. "You're just a kid. You don't know better." Lena's face burned with frustration. "He's better than all of you." From that day on, it got worse. One of her cousins followed Marcus after work and just stood outside his job, arms crossed, staring at him. Another time, her uncle drove past Marcus slowly, glaring without a word. Her father wouldn't even say his name. One evening, Marcus called her. "Lena, your cousin was outside my job today." "What? Did he say anything?" "No, just stared, like I was a criminal." "I'm so sorry. I don't know why they're doing this." "I haven't done anything wrong," he said quietly. "I don't know what I'm fighting here." Lena's heart broke. "You're fighting people who think love should be controlled, but I don't." Marcus tried to stay strong, but she could hear the tiredness in his voice. "I'm trying, Lena, but this is hard." It didn't stop. Her family kept pressuring her. One night, Malik told her, "If he really loved you, he'd walk away and protect you from the drama." "If you really loved me, you'd stop being the drama," she shouted. But they didn't listen. Finally, Marcus asked to meet. They sat again under the old tree. "I don't want to hurt you," he said. "You're not hurting me. They are." "I don't want your life to feel like a war zone because of me," he said. "Maybe I should step back." Lena felt tears in her eyes. "Are you breaking up with me?" He held her hand gently. "I love how you laugh, how you care, but I hate seeing you struggle like this. I don't want to be the reason you feel trapped." "You're not the reason. You're the only thing that feels safe right now." Marcus looked away. "Then what do we do?" Lena stood up. "We fight, for us." That Sunday, she stood in the living room, in front of everyone, her father, her brothers, her uncles. She didn't wait for permission. She didn't wait for them to speak first. "You say you love me," she said loudly, "but you try to destroy the only person who treats me with kindness." Her father started to speak. She raised her hand and said, "No, you talk all the time. Now it's my turn." She looked at her brothers. "You follow him. You threaten him. You don't even know him." One uncle scoffed, but she kept going. I've never brought anyone home before. Not once. I waited until I was sure. Until I found someone who respected me, who listened to me, who never rushed me, never hurt me, never scared me. And the second I did, you tried to break it. Her voice cracked. You think that's love? That's not love. That's fear. That's control. Tears ran down her cheeks, but she didn't stop. If you can't accept the person I care about, then maybe you don't really accept me. And I won't throw him away just to keep you comfortable. Her father sat back in silence. One of her uncles shook his head. She's not a little girl anymore. Malik looked at the floor. For once, he didn't speak. They didn't apologize that day, but they didn't threaten Marcus again. Weeks passed. Slowly, things got calmer. Her father didn't say much, but one afternoon, he opened the front door and invited Marcus in. It wasn't much, but it was something. As Marcus stepped inside, he held out his hand again. Lena's father looked at it for a second, then shook it. Just take care of her, he said quietly. Marcus nodded. I already do, sir. Lena stood behind him, smiling. Love doesn't always come with loud fights or dramatic moments. Sometimes it's soft, gentle, steady, and sometimes the strongest thing you can do is speak up even when your voice shakes. Lena never stopped loving Marcus, but more importantly, she never stopped loving herself enough to protect what was good in her life. And slowly, her family began to understand.